I started an African Tale channel and it got monetized in 8 days. What is actually an African Tale channel? So if you come here to YouTube, look at this video. It was posted 2 weeks ago. It has already had more than 200,000 views. Look at this one 3 weeks ago. It has already had 90,000 plus. Look at this one 3 days ago. It already has 23,000 views. And you can just keep going on and on. And look at, these are just all the kind of videos overcomers. People are leveraging this kind of channels. Just look at this one 4 months ago. It already has more than 5 million views. So this is the kind of thing that I'm going to be teaching you today, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make higher quality videos. So this is an example of the kind of channel that we are going to be making today.
Nia, you are the daughter of the chief. How can you forsake our traditions for a stranger?
Times are changing. Love knows no boundaries, and I have fallen in love with David.
You are joking. You should know our laws better than this. An outsider cannot become one of us. Period.
He respects our culture and our people.
Welcoming Baba Femi with open arms into the royal family.
So what we are going to be making today, you don't need any experience. You can do it with your phone and you can do it with your computer. You can do it from anywhere around the world. I'm going to show you how to do it completely for free. I'm going to show you how to have consistent images for your character. You know, when you watch some of those videos, you see that the characters keep changing, even though they are talking about the same person. No, we don't want to do that kind of thing. I'm going to show you how to make your images to have a conversation so that your characters are able to talk. I'm going to show you how to get your audio. I'm going to show you how to get sound effects to make your story to really have an amazing animation, to make your story sound very interesting. I'm going to show you how to edit your story, and overcomers, I'm going to show you everything you need to know in order for you to start making your video today. So get ready, let's get into the video. If this is your first time here, my name is Delphine Tamukong and I'm so blessed to have you. My goal is to empower everyone to start a side hustle that will one day actually turn into a full-time business. And my goal is that at least everyone should have at least 5 different sources of income. So if we come to these videos that I showed you already, the first thing that I want you to see is that just look at the titles of the videos. I want you to take your time and study the titles of the videos that are actually doing well. Look at the title. There is some curiosity. There is something about the title that people want to actually know. For example, look at this. It's talking about a dwarf. You know, people really like drama. People like bad news. People like something that is so dramatic, some conflict. So those kind of things, you need to have it at the back of your mind. Your videos must have conflict. If there is no conflict, nobody will want to watch it. So look at this one. It says no man could satisfy her. You see, like, really, it draws so much attention. So a wealthy man disguised into a beggar. This man is very rich, but look at what he has turned into. Just look at this other title. A grandfather impregnated his 12-year-old granddaughter. So those are the kind of things. So the first thing that I want you to have at the back of your mind is that you must bring some form of curiosity in your titles. People should be curious to see what is actually happening in that story. So there should be some kind of drama. So I just click on one of the channels. Just look at this. This has posted just 15 videos. This channel started 2 months ago. And look at it, already has 4,000 something subscribers. So this shows that you can easily start and grow. So this other channel has just 36 videos and it's almost getting to 100,000 subscribers. And guess when it started? It started 7 months ago. This other channel has 12 videos and it's also almost getting to 100,000 subscribers. And guess what? It started 6 months ago. Now that we have an idea how these videos look, I want us to go and write our scripts for our video. We are going to use ChatGPT to script our story. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, just go to Google like this and type OpenAI, or you type ChatGPT. Just come to this one, is OpenAI. So you come here and then you are going to click here to try ChatGPT. You are going to create an account with your email. So since I already have an account, it brings me in because I'm already signed in. So when you sign in, you are going to see this GPT 3.5. So ChatGPT has released a new GPT that if you click here, you are going to see 4.0. This one is also free and you can use it to generate your images. This other one is a pay one, you don't need it. So you are going to see this 1, 2, and this one is also free. So I want you to go ahead and click on this one that says 4.0. So ChatGPT is an AI tool. The more descriptive you are with ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to give you an amazing story. If you know how to write your story, go ahead and write your story. If you have an idea for a story, go ahead and craft your idea. So right now, this is an idea that I have. So I'm telling ChatGPT to please give me an African tale. So the idea about my story is that there is this chief daughter, Nia. She is in love with an American missionary, and this missionary has come to preach the gospel in their village, right? And first of all, the village has a culture that girls in that village cannot marry outsiders. They cannot even marry people in a neighboring village. Now, the problem that we have here is that Nia, who is a chief daughter, the king's daughter, has fallen in love with this American missionary, something that should not happen even with any other person, talk less of a king's daughter. And then this man is coming to preach the gospel, something that they don't even want to hear because it's challenging their tradition. The worst thing is that he has fallen in love with the king's daughter. So you see that there is so much conflict, there is so much drama. And so you can now just go ahead with that idea. I just ask ChatGPT to please write me a story about this. So you can tell ChatGPT to make it long. You can tell ChatGPT to make it short. So I am just saying a short story because I'm just using it as a demonstration. So you can say long story. And when ChatGPT gives you idea, go ahead and read your story and see if it meets your need. So I went ahead, I read my story and I saw that it didn't have so much drama. So now I say make it dramatic and interesting, include conversations. The reason why I'm asking ChatGPT to include conversation is because I want a situation where at some point they will talk to each other. You saw how there was some kind of conversation back and forth. When you make your videos like that, it sounds very interesting. It makes it more captivating to the viewers. So I want some conversation, but I don't want conversation everywhere. So at some points, my story is going to be narrated, and then at some points, there are going to be some conversations. So that's why I added that here, and then ChatGPT went ahead and did that for us. So now that we have our story, I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to generate prompts for the story, and I'm going to click enter. So prompts are descriptions that I'm going to use to illustrate my story. So ChatGPT has gone ahead and described and made so many prompts for my story, and these are the different prompts. So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to read through this prompt and see if there is something that needs any elaboration. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me more prompts for the introduction, to give me more prompts for this, because I want many more prompts so that my story is going to be engaging. Make sure that you are having as many images as possible. The good thing about this is that when you are using GPT-4, you can create your images here. The next very important thing that I want you to take note of is to describe your main characters. For example, Nia, who is one of the main characters of the video, I'm going to describe her. So this is her description that I've described her here. I've said it's a 25-year-old woman, and then I've just talked a little bit about her skin, about her color, her dressing, just so that AI is going to understand who Nia is. So I've just given some description here, and I've said that she's wearing a blue, white, and red dress. You know, talk about a little bit about the pattern. So you can go ahead and describe your main characters here. So this is one of the prompts that I just copied and pasted, and I added this place facing the camera because I wanted her to be looking toward the camera. So now this is what it gives us. So you can see her dressing because of the dress that we had described. That's why she's dressed like this. Now I just said that they should give me an image of the chief who is talking angrily, and this is the image that we have had. So you can illustrate other days for your story based on everything that you are describing. So now here Nia is talking to her father and she's angry, right? She's talking angrily to her father. So now one thing that I want you to take note of is that you see that her face might not be exactly like this other face right here. So because the face is different, I'm going to show you how to make her face to be exactly the same. This prompt is toward the end of the story where the family, the chief, and everybody has finally approved that they can get married. So now this is the image here. And so you just go ahead and generate your images just like that. So now I'm going to show you a second way how you can generate your images. So you can go to Google and just type Microsoft Bing Image Generator. And this is it here, this first one. You know, you can go and take Copilot, So you just click here. So when you click there, you are going to be able to create an account. I already have an account, so it brings me in directly. So what you have to do is that you just have to type your prompt here, the exact same prompt that you had written for Mia. You can just take it and bring it here, and then you can type it here. So all your prompt, just copy your prompt one after the other and just paste it here, and then you go ahead and generate. So now the way this works is that you want to try to keep everything consistent as possible. So now I have my description right up to here is a description of Mia. Now every other action when she's doing something, for example, I've just added here that she's cooking in the kitchen. So based on your story, so you can take the description of Mia, then add the action, whatever action that she's performing, you are just going to add it like this. So now I added this action and this is what it gives me. So you can see her here cooking in the kitchen. You can see the next one, she's cooking in the kitchen. So you can see everything remains the same. So this one I just added holding an African clay pot in the forest. So you see she's here holding this pot and she's standing in the forest, so you can see that the background. So you can go ahead and change the description as much as you want, you know, but the main thing that I want you to take note of here is that keep her description, her features, her clothing, everything constant, and only change the action. That will help to keep her face constant. So assuming that you did all of that and there are still some differences in her facial features, I'm going to show you now how to fix that. So let's say that this is the image that I want. I'm just going to come here and I'll click here to download, and I'm going to download the image. Based on our story, I've just added here that Mia is crying in her room. So I've just added traditional just to make sure that AI actually gives me more like a traditional room. Then I'm just going to click here to generate. So you can see now this is what it has given us. This is Mia here crying, so you can see how beautiful it is. She's in her room and she's crying. You can decide which image to download, right? So now we can go ahead here and just click here and download it if that's what you want. So you can see her here, she's really crying. If you want this image, you just go ahead and download it like this. Now the next thing I want you to do is to go to Google and just type face swap AI and just type like this. And now the one I like to use is this one. So this is the one I use, and then you just go ahead and click here. So now all your images, especially for your main character, because the other characters people might not notice, but for your main character, make sure that their faces are consistent. So what you are going to do is that you are just going to come here. You can swap their face even if you have multiple. Then you are going to click here. So I'm just going to click here and then I'm going to upload the image here. So because I want to show you, so let's just take this image. We are just going to upload it like this. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to come here, upload a photo here too. Take this image right here so we can really see the difference, and then we are just going to upload it just like this. Now we are going to go here and we are going to say swap face now. So when you click on it like this, it's going to swap their faces. Did you see what just happened? So now it has swapped the face, and look at her face now looks a little bit different from the one who was here because we have swapped it. So now you go ahead and just download it here like this. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to narrate our videos. You can just come here and copy the entire story like this, but since I'm just doing it short, I'm just going to copy a particular portion and I'm just going to copy it like this, and I'm going to show you how to go about this. So I want you to go to Google and just type click charm like this, and this is it, click charm. You go ahead and just click like this, and you go ahead and you are going to sign in, and then you go ahead and create an account. So we want to create text to speech, so we are just going to click here, and then it's going to open this place here for us. Then you paste your you paste your story right here. So when you paste your text, you just come here under voice. So this is English United States. You can change the language and just search. So South Africa. That's one thing that I like Click Charm, because it has different cultural voices. So you can just select, you can even search for African voices. So if you look here, for example, you have like English Nigeria, you know, English South Africa, English Tanzania. You just go ahead and search for the one that you want. You just need to remember that your story is in an African setting, so you can just look for a voice that matches. So let's just go ahead and just take this one that is from Tanzania. You click there, and then it's going to bring the different voices that they have. So they have just these two voices. Now you can come here and just click on this place, and then you are going to play like this, and you'll be able to listen to the voice, and then you just go ahead and try it. So then you can go, let's say we take the one from Nigeria. Now you do the same thing. You can try it and then you see the one that matches your story. You can decide to take the voice that is a man or the one that is a lady. The maximum length of story that you can generate here at once is 10 minutes. So if you make your stories like 30 minutes, you just need to make sure that you copy it like 3 times and then paste it here one after another. Use the same voice to generate your story. When you are done generating your audio, the next thing is just to export it. So you can come here and preview it and hear your story. And then you can go ahead, you just come here, you export it. Now I'm going to show you how to use 11 Labs. Go ahead and type 11 Labs just like this. So you go ahead and log into your account. So after you log in, what you are going to do is that I personally use 11 Labs just because I don't want to use free AI tool and then one day they say that my channel cannot be monetized because I use free AI tool. So just to avoid all of that, I just use the pay tool. If you can actually read your story with your voice, it makes it more emotional, it makes it better because you are going to know where to emphasize the things that you are supposed to emphasize. So when you are here now, you just go ahead and paste your story like this. Now you can come here and you can change the character. Just go ahead and listen to them. There are different characters. There are some that are from Africa. Just pay attention and listen to them and see which one matches your story best. So when you are done with all of that, you just go ahead and take it. If you are choosing a man or a male or a female, you just go ahead and choose whoever you want to narrate your story. And then you go ahead and click here, click there, and then you generate it. So it's going to generate a story for you. You can listen to it. You just go ahead and click here and then you download your audio. The next thing I want you to do now is to change your images into videos. You know, there are other videos that I've already done showing you how to do this. You can go ahead and check this video. So you can still use the methods I've shown you in this video to be able to generate your images. Now I want us to take these static images that we have created and make them into movable movies. Those static AI images that we have made, and then turn them into something like a movie that has action. So there are many ways to do this. I've already shown you this video walking you through how to do that. So now I'm going to show you another way. I just want you to go to Google and type runway. All the things I'm talking about, I'm going to try to put the links in the description box down below. So check out the description box down below. So you just go ahead and click here. Now you go ahead and you create an account. Since I have an account, I'm just going to log in. So when you create an account, it's going to bring you here. I want you to come to this one that says try Gene 2 and just click here like this. Now the image that you want to make to have some kind of action, I want you to drag it here. I'm just going to come here and I'll drag it right here like this. So now we have our image here. The next thing that I want you to do, you just come here and then you click generate. So it's going to generate it into a video for us. So we can see that we have transformed that static image now into like a video. You can see some kind of movement between them. So when you do that, you just go ahead, you click here and then you download it just like that. So let's take this and then we just drag it here again just like that. So now we have the image here. So let's just go ahead again and just generate it, and then you are going to see. As AI is arising, it can only get better. Make sure that you are leveraging it. Make sure that you are taking advantage of the AI and changing your financial life. As you learn these skills, you only keep developing them and things will only keep getting better. So we have it right here. You can see how angry he looks. So now that we have this, the next thing I want us to do is to make him to talk. So in order for us to do it, just click here. So when you click here, it's going to open the place for us to be able to make him to talk. You can either record what you want him to say. You can upload an audio that you've already done. So you can make an audio anywhere just using the method that we have already done. What do you want him to actually speak? So I want you to come back now to ChatGPT, right? So I want you to go now to your story. Since you had said that there should be some conversations in your story, you just go ahead and look for exactly what he's supposed to say, and then you go ahead and copy that information. So for example, he's saying here that Mia, you know our culture, you know our laws, you know our tradition. We can just go ahead and just copy this just like this. So when you copy that, now the next thing that you have to do is to go back, take it and paste it here. And of course, if you want to make it more emotional, you want to add some other things, you can go ahead and make some changes here. You can type anything that you want to add, you do it here. And now after you've done all of that, you just go ahead and you generate it right here. You click here and generate it. So it's going to generate a conversation here for you. So overcomers, when you do this, images and you put voices, it makes it more captivating, it makes it high quality, it makes it more engaging. So, you know, some of the stories, just go ahead and watch some of the videos that are online. You will see that there's just narration and sometimes the faces are not consistent. But when you make yours and make your faces to be consistent, make your characters to talk just like this, and then it's going to make it more powerful and more captivating. So you are going to grow faster. I want you to know that it's not about posting so many videos. It's about posting high quality videos. Just one video that you can create that is high quality is going to go viral. So now we have generated him talking. Then you just go ahead and click here and then you download the image. So now you can see how you have created him. He's here, he's talking, and he's very angry.
Nia, you are the daughter of the chief. How can you forsake our traditions for a stranger?
The next thing that we have to do is to edit our video. There are so many different ways that we can edit our video. We can use CapCut, we can use different methods, but I'm going to show you the easiest way. I'm going to show you how to edit it using Canva. So now I'm going to come to Canva. So I'm just going to come here and I'm going to type YouTube video and I'm going to click enter. So the reason why you are doing this is because you want Canva to give you a template because they already have existing template. So I'm going to click on this first one that says blank because I want to start from scratch. So I'm just going to click here just like this. And it's going to open this platform for us to use in our editing, just like this. So the next thing I want you to do is to just click here and then you come here to upload and then you go ahead and you upload all your videos that you have generated, everything that you have generated that is related to your video. After you've uploaded everything that you need to use for your story, the next thing I want you to do is to make sure that you are arranging. You arrange all your story just like this. You take it and arrange it here based on your story. You just go ahead and take it and then upload it like this. So when you put it like that, it's just going to fit. You go ahead and take everything and then you just put it like this. So you put everything how your story is going to match. So now after you are done putting all of this, you also go ahead, you click here and then you go and upload your audio from wherever you have it saved. This is our audio that I did from 11 Lab. I'm just going to pull it just like this and I'm going to put it under here. So now your audio is right here. The next thing that you are going to do is that you are going to take your time now and make sure that this audio matches your story. So everything that you are saying, so every action that is coming up, you put your audios, you put your images to be able to match your story. You just make sure that your image is matching with the voice, the description, whatever thing that the audio is saying. So after you are done with all of that, you can also click here to animate right here. And then you can change it and make any kind of animation that you want, especially if you have static images. You go ahead and make the animation here. So after you are done with all your animation, one thing that I want you to know is that it is very important for you to have high quality audio. So audio is one of the things that will break or make your African story. You know, there is some kind of emotions when it comes to the audio. So music, sound effects, they are very important for this kind of story. So I'm going to show you now, the next step now, I'm going to show you how to get your sound effect and your music. So one thing that I want you to know is that if you get music from anywhere, your account is not going to be monetized. So that is something that you should be very careful about, so you don't go and waste your time and just because of the audio and then just because of the music, your account is not monetized. So I want you to go to Google and just type YouTube audio library just like that, and then you come to this first one. So here you are going to get free music from YouTube. So this is YouTube that is telling you that you can use this audio for your videos. These are so many sound effects that you can use, and these are music that you can use. So you can just go ahead, listen to them and see the one that relates to your story. So I personally use Epidemic Sound. So I'm just going to come here and I'm going to click Epidemic Sound. Now it brings me inside my account. I like this one because I can just come here and I'll search. So I've just typed something like African forest, right? For example, it's going to give you different sounds that are related to African forest. You can write like the jungle, you can write like music, any kind of thing that you want. When you type it here on Epidemic Sound, it's going to give you. And now there are also many sound effects. So now you just come, you can choose any sound effect that you want. Just type here and then you will see the kind of sound effect that you really want. And when you use Epidemic Sound, you know that your account is going to be monetized. There is no question mark, there is no doubt about it. So after you do all of that, When you are ready, you found the music that you want to use, you just go ahead and click here, and then you go ahead and download. Now when you download the sound effects, you download your music, you come here, you also click here on upload. You go ahead and you upload all your music that you want, and then it's going to be here under audio. So you are going to see the audios, you are going to see the sounds here. Now when you are ready, you just drag it again like this, and then you put it under your video. So you can now see that you have two different audios here. If you come to this three dot here, you click on this three dot, you can make any adjustment. You can adjust the volume. If the volume is too loud, you can go ahead and reduce it, or you can increase it. So just do that, and then you listen to it. So some points you want to increase your volume just because you want so much drama, and some points you are going to reduce it so that it matches the entire story. So when you are done with all of that, you just listen to your entire story over and over and make sure that everything is perfect. And overcomers, at this point you go ahead and then you click here, you come to download just like this. Make sure that it's on MP4, and then you make sure that you have all your videos there. You go ahead and then you just download it like this. So after you download your video is ready for you to now upload it on YouTube. So overcomers, you now have the tools in your hand, you have the ideas, you have the tool, you have everything you need to make to be able to create a high quality African tale channel. And all the things we have talked about in this video, you can use it to create like even Bible channel, you can use it to create Bible stories, you can use it to create any kind of story you want. So overcomers, I wish you all the best. If you have not yet subscribed to become an overcomer, I want to encourage you to subscribe and become a part of the family, and I'm going to see you in the next video. If you want to learn any other skill to increase your income to at least 5 different streams of income, I will encourage you to click on the next video, and I will see you in that video. Love you all so much, my overcomers.
It's been a while since we laid down to reflect upon